All right, so I'm just back from my second session with a trainer, and today was such a good example of how our lovely chimp brains can really get in the way of success with intuitive eating, and why it's so important to learn when your chimp brain is starting to kick up a fuss. So after my first session a couple of days ago, I felt amazing. I had amazing energy all day. I had so much happiness floating around my body. I slept like a baby that night. I felt good with just a little bit of soreness the next day, but the good kind of soreness. And so when the time came for session 2 today, I didn't want to go though. I did not want to go, and I was coming up with all sorts of excuses as to why I shouldn't show up for this thing that I committed to. And so, my husband said, well, if you don't want to go, then, you're the one preaching intuitive movement. If you don't feel it's right, then, call her and don't go. And I'm like, no, my intuition is saying, go do this movement. My body was asking for this movement. My body knew that it was the right thing to do. It was 100% my chimp brain that was having problems with this. Why is that? Well, I have been in the habit of not going to the gym for quite some time. I have had bad experiences in the past. I have been body shamed in big box gyms before. And even though I'm not going to a big box gym, I'm going to a very small, privately owned, local little beautiful space here. But all of these things had my nervous system on edge, and my poor little chimp brain was trying to protect me from harms that I've experienced before when it comes to fitness and gyms and personal trainers and that whole scene. So even though I had this one amazing experience earlier in the week, even though my body was screaming for more movement and my body was literally jumping at the chance to go back and have this movement again, there was this part of my brain that had fears that the trainer was going to judge me, or that anyone else in this gym space would judge me, or that I wouldn't be able to do it and I'd embarrass myself, or that, somebody somewhere along the way would make a comment about my body. And so it was all of these fears that are actually based on previous experiences I've had that were just so loud in my head telling me not to go. And when we're on this intuitive eating and intuitive movement journey, it's really important that we're able to tell the difference between what our body is actually asking for and what our chimp brain is, the tricks that it's trying to play to keep us safe. And so I would love to ask you, how has your chimp brain been talking to you today?